Hi, today we have some new info from Wagner, Chipto, and the rest of the team about Scream, Showroom, ships, ground vehicles, POLIS and DAO, pets, and the date of the next ship to be released. I'm KeplerNet and this is NebularTV Express News. In Scream, when a starbase is destroyed, we will be able to loot some of the materials, but the rest of the mats will be destroyed. Also, if a ship is destroyed in the medium risk zone, its cargo can be looted by another player, and this is planned for the initial version of Scream V0, and also all ships can loot this kind of cargo. In Scream V0, each ship role will have buffs in specific game elements. So in V0, there's no specific game loop for data runners, but they will have their buff too. Right now, the plan is that there won't be an option to set fighters to automatically follow and assist other ships, mostly because that would allow us to give single orders to a fleet of unlimited number of ships. But they're evaluating improvements in these and other areas during playtesting. Every ship we want to get into Scream V0 will need to start at a central space station in the safe zone, and the same way to pull it out of Scream. So the ship will need to go back to the central space station before we pull it out of Scream. We can put our fleets to defend a starbase while we are sleeping, but if the starbase gets destroyed, the ships get destroyed too. And if we are in the medium risk zone, they will respawn at a different starbase without the cargo, and we will need to repair them using toolkits. Forming fleets of multiple ships is core to Scream. However, formations in fleets, like MicroStrategy, that will not be a significant factor in V0 of Scream. For POLIS and DAO, all programs will be audited by multiple firms. Also, the engineers in StarAtlas are paying close attention to any changes in the protocols, but with a strong codebase, they don't really expect to have any changes that can break the code or introduce new vulnerabilities. Anyway, it's likely that they do periodic audits and a more formal structure for periodic assessments. About ground vehicles, the team is mostly planning to have large carriers, but this can change when the balancing is well defined. The agricultural vehicles will probably only be AI at first. Notionally, the size of a ship plays a role in its power, as well as the role itself of the ship. But those numbers are still being balanced with lots of performance metrics to compare, like hit points, damage per second, cargo capacity, etc. The theater model of a ship, like the art gallery, has utility in entertainment and presentation of media, and it may also help the crew relax after long days of work or fights, and it will have benefits for them. The team has said that components are considered the most important source of a ship's productivity. There will be role restrictions when we want to swap ship models. Every role has a list of models it can swap, and some ships might have special allowances or restrictions, but they're still working on all this. About the showroom, based on what the team said, the first release will be pre-alpha with a number of features and other things to come later. Then we can expect to have alpha, beta, and maybe a full release around October. The showroom is a great tech demo where the StarAtlas team has resolved many of the fundamental core mechanics needed for the rest of the game, and over time they will be enhancing the experience of the showroom with new features and zones. Based on what they said, it seems that we won't have pets like Tigu in the roadmap for a while. And one of the latest news we got is that the next ship will be released during the 4 to 6 live event. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below the video and subscribe to the channel for more info and news.